Welcome to the Citrus events, the place where crap happens and I talk about it. I am joined. Oh, you all can see the studio. No, I've been found out. I look at my own streams to make sure everything's looking good. I am joined here with the one and only Louis McGrath. Louis, say hi.
Hello. Hello.
What do you do for? What do you do? What do you even do?
Just like Donatello, he does machines.
Wait, you do them?
Yes.
All right. So, Louis, what I want you to give me your basic opinions on the show and revamped and recapped and new addition to the Scooby-Doo family, VELMA. What do you think of that?
I saw it by proxy because I knew that looked like a terrible shit show to begin with. And well, the 20 minutes I gleamed off of 2 episodes, it was not good.
Not good. So you've actually seen some of the episodes?
Like part of the first and part of the second, I was getting ready for, I can't remember, I think it was work or something, so I was just watching it just beforehand, and it was not good.
Yeah, you've seen all the memes of everyone dogpiling on it, calling it the worst thing ever that's been made.
Actually, I've been kind of out of touch with memes lately, but even me that lives under a rock these days, I can see plain as day that's not a good show.
Well, despite all that, recently this week, White House honors star and executive producer of the controversial Scooby-Doo spinoff, VELMA.
I would be more in shock, but I saw the title, so that kind of spoiled it for me. But honestly,
Spoilers!
but it's still kind of, they somehow managed to step up the shock and awe of Obama getting a Nobel Prize just for being Obama.
A Nobel pie?
Prize. I have food in my mouth. Come on, man.
You have a pie in your mouth.
Maybe.
What kind
You'll
of flavor?
never know. Pie flavor.
Shit. Fuck. You got me there.
Mm-hmm. I know my memes. I'm not an old, out of touch man just yet, but
you are. Well, this comes from the Wall Street PR. The freaking about. I'm just I have I keep forgetting I need this open and that open. Anyway, this comes from the Wall Street PR. Not familiar with it, but this is on a different. This is on Bing browser on Firefox, Mozilla. Just because I don't want people, all the cookies telling me where I need to go on my main browser. Anyway, President Joe Biden honors some of America's biggest celebrities with the National Medal of Arts. So I looked up what the National Medal of Arts is. According to Wikipedia, the National Medal of Arts is an award and title created by the United States Congress in 1984 for the purpose of honoring artists and patrons of the arts. A prestigious American honor.
Roll back. What year?
1984.
The jokes write themselves.
Right, like how that's really recent.
No, I'm
And
saying
oh yeah,
George
not
Orwell.
yeah, now I get it. Jesus Christ, that just hit me. 1984.
All right.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pursues this American honor. It is the highest honor given to artists and arts patrons by the United States government. Nominations are submitted to the National Council on the Arts, an advisory committee of the National Endowment of the Arts, who then submits its recommendations to the White House for the President of the United States to award. The medal was designed for NEA by sculptor Robert Graham. Robert Graham, use a bitch. Why would you ever make something? Oh, yeah, the sculpt. I'm making fun of the sculptor. He's just the guy who's like probably had a gun pointed at his head, and he's like, "Make the metal." He's like, "Ah!"
So it was the 80s. It was one of the CIA guns.
The CIA gun.
I don't know. Got lasers or some shit that they won't sell to us because we're too irresponsible.
It's all underground bases, man. Dumbs. Deep underground military bases. Aliens, which
He's
are
saying
fallen angels.
I just need to buy a shovel and just start digging.
One shovel ain't gonna cut it. You're gonna need at least two, just in case the first one breaks.
All right, I'm gonna need a vacation, like a very long one, and just 2 shovels, one in each hand. I'll be the John Henry of schizophrenia.
Oh God. Hey, where are you going? Nevada. What for? Nothing.
Just go right up to the fence of Area 51 and just start digging. All the guards are just looking at you.
You just market guard them like in TF2.
No, just start digging and like not even make it like hidden that you're digging underneath the gate, and they're just like, "What are you doing?" Just like, this is public land." Because I mean, like they have airspace, so don't they have underground airspace jurisdictions or no?
You're getting into like territory of like exponents and math. It's just
If
like
I
no
own an
brackets.
acre of land, do I own it to the core of the earth or what? Or
I would
can
assume
someone dig
so.
under?
I think it goes all the way down. Why not?
Can I have an infinite basement?
We're getting off topic here. Let's go back to shit on Velma. We'll
All right,
think about exposing deep underground military bases.
all right.
And
Here's how we segue back on topic. So even the core of the earth is still a higher bar than that show. There you go. Putting.
and yet here she is, limbo dancing with the devil. I heard that.
Yes.
That was not my own. Actress Mindy Kaling plays Velma, the lead character in the controversial Scooby-Doo spinoff. She also executive produces. What the hell? They have a mistake here. You see how in this a Scooby-Doo spinoff, she also executives produces period. The show has been, or maybe I'm just retarded. Never mind. The
Let me
show has
see.
been criticized by many for featuring excessive nudity, gore, and violence, as well as woke themes and the sexualization of minors. Velma herself is a lesbian. Since its release, the HBO Max show has been panned by audience and claims the title of one of the worst TV ratings in IMDb history, as well as the worst animated show rating ever.
I didn't know who this lady was, and I just pulled her up on IMDb. She was on.
Right.
How do you have a show with dry humor like The Office,
I was
and
going to
then
get to that. This is the actress and producer of the show. What the hell are these ads? Get the hell out of here. Ads give you AIDS.
she was in Inside Out?
She was
It
in.
was. She was Wreck-It Ralph. Oh, the Taffeta. She was the villain in that.
Well, she's
Or
gotten obscure roles, but goddamn, she looks fugly as shit. It's like she needs a brick of makeup in order to look semi-appealing. You know what I've seen a theme of
a
recently?
cinder block of makeup just
Cinder
fucking
block
dropped on her head.
from a construction site over a skyscraper.
Fucking. Oh.
She just lays down on the ground, just waits for a cinder block with her makeup on it to crush her head into the cement.
Hold up, what the fuck? She was on It's Sunny in Philadelphia? How does she not have any sense of humor?
Dude, I don't think it's a sense of humor thing. I think it's like a maliciousness. I think she purposely made it as bad as possible. I mean, look where she is. She's being awarded by the President of the United States for a stupid fucking medal. Sorry, I guess I'm salty. I guess the cartoon I've never released is
Don't worry, she was in the
better.
hit classic Despicable Me.
The cult classic Despicable Me.
Dude, you say that now, but people are gonna be watching it like they watch Freddy Got Fingered and shit.
We have to bring up Freddy Got Fingered.
Because that's the best movie of all time. She was in 40-Year-Old Virgin? What the hell?
Okay, while you're looking at that, let me continue on with the
Oh, I got
article.
bored of that. Like,
Yeah.
that was like the only interesting things. She has a long list, but it's all very boring.
Long list that goes straight to hell. Reviews have been so bad that some have wondered whether the show was a conspiracy to annoy right wingers. Forbes contributor Paul Tassai mentioned this notion, writing, Velma is so bad, in fact, that it's spawning conspiracy theories that creator Mindy Kaling made what is essentially a parody of what the right thinks left wing comedy is like. Reporter slams Kerry Jean prayer for refusing to take his questions. They look down on me. Others honored at the White House event included designer Vera Wayne, Veep, actress. Okay. Basically, this has made me lose all faith in art and animation when it being recognized worldwide. Let's say Dragon Ball gets an award somewhere for best animated film in Mexico because apparently it's like very popular there.
Dude, if there is a Brawly statue, you know that shit is gonna be bussin'.
It's gonna be authentic. That's for damn sure.
I want to go to fucking like Vegeta tacos or some shit like that. I would.
Cheeto tacos.
They got like nachos in the shape of Super Saiyan hair. I would love that.
Oh, the cheese. Yeah, it turns into Super Saiyan. It's like you can ask
Oh,
for more
oh,
cheese.
and the spice level is the Super Saiyan. Okay, we should just ditch all this and
I
make a
don't know how
fucking
to
Mexican
speak
restaurant.
Spanish.
Porque no los dos. There you go. You're authentic now.
Okay, aside from that,
Just
back on
paint
the.
yourself, paint yourself
Now,
authentic every morning.
I think the reason why we're here, of course, it's going to be some like manipulation of being like white bad, and Biden's probably giving out metal like he gives out candy to kids. So basically, at this point, anything that's like going to be recognized worldwide is going to need this authenticity of respect for the show. Basically, right now, I refuse to watch Velma. I heard everything about it. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna watch it. But I think everybody was so like fell for the trap of hate watching it that it made it have the reverse effect that everybody wanted it to have, which was to die.
Yeah,
And
public opinion. Bad notoriety is still notoriety.
exactly. I mean, we all play Assassin's Creed. We all know how it works.
Assassin's Creed. I
Yeah,
actually liked 1 and then I liked Brotherhood. Those were actually good games. Black Flag was a little weak, but I just stopped
right.
caring after that.
The point is that we're at this point now where cartoons are going to be made specifically for these purposes. Guaranteed it's going to be probably authorized by the White House to make shit like this, to give the cultural appearance that this is all that Western animation can offer. Is this kind of garbage?
Fuck it. Let's go full weeb on this shit then.
Oh,
Just fuck Western animation. Let's just go Eastern animation. They do not pander this shit. They're still set back before all this stuff, and honestly, it's still enjoyable. I don't mind equality. I don't mind all that stuff, but it's just when it's shoved down your throats, it's pretty much propaganda at this point. It's not even an art form. It's just a propaganda machine that's just churning out think like we do, or be ostracized.
and
And it's
yeah, even though
obnoxious.
it is the worst garbage that Satan jizzed up to earth after he whole fucked the ground on his side, it
Hey,
still got
hey.
awarded by and recognized nationally as like what? As what? Something to be like, oh, oppression this, oppress minorities that. At this point, I think we're the minorities. So when's our time to shine?
Oh, technically, what do you mean by we are?
Well,
Y-
where's
You're
everybody?
you're you're yellow and blue. I'm gray.
I'm actually green. Just you check the lips. It's green.
Shut
So
up.
wait
You're
a minute. Are
yellow.
you saying that rubber hose
You're.
cartoon palettes are like not color?
I don't see color. Only black, white, and gray.
Jesus Christ. All right, we kind of got off topic, but
Yeah.
the
Uh,
staple Scooby Doo has been a decade, um, decades of just solving mysteries.
it's been the same shit, and just people love it because, well, it's a good premise. I mean, it's also got good characters,
It's got memorable characters. The best way you can know a
iconic
cart.
even.
Well, here's the thing: iconic is so hard to kind of master, and the
If you can
best.
identify something by its silhouette, it's a.
Exactly. Exactly. If you have a cartoon that's so successful that you can identify it by just a silhouette, then you have made something that's going to be around for a long ass
Draw
time.
3 circles, and you will get a cease and desist from the Mickey Man land.
Trust 3 circles. Draw two small ones and then a big one in the middle underneath them. Then
Yeah.
the rat's going to come in and be like, "Oh boy, looks like Cyrus needs another ass whooping."
Hey man, you can't talk about the Jewish people like that.
You can't say that word. You have to say "banker boy" while we're live.
Oh no. Oh no.
I wanted to make an animation of just like speed run, lose your channel 80%, and it's just the word Jew, and then it just cuts off.
It's like half of Pinwheel of Friendship.
You know, the best outcome we could have gotten in this different alternate timeline would be if we all knew Velma was shit, nobody talked about it.
I thought you were talking way back to because things went to shit after Harambe, man. No one wants to talk about it, but that's the truth. Ever since
I
that
know I'm
one
not even gonna go there.
one that fucking rugrat crawled into the goddamn Cincinnati Zoo, and they put down that beautiful gorilla.
What would you do if they revamped Rugrats and that was the first episode where Chucky falls into the freaking enclosure? They
Please
just
animate that. And then it'll be such garbage you'll get a fucking White House nomination too.
should I have the baby Rugrats theme start playing? Dun, 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 dun. It's like
Fucking just execute Harambe.
its head just explodes in front of Chucky. He
No,
starts.
the gorilla is like lovingly holding Chucky, and its head just fucking detonates, and Cutler's covers Chucky in gray matter.
That's okay, Chucky. It was a stupid gorilla anyway. Dee Master! I don't know how Dee sounds.
I would actually like it better if Dee Dee had like an overly manly voice, like a deeply roided out guy.
Yo, what's up? What can I do for you, Charles?
Yeah.
It's me, Dee Dee. It's like Doctor Girlfriend from Venture Bros.
Yes, that's exactly
You know,
the
yeah, you see, this is what
the
we should have
shtick.
done. This timeline we should have done where Velma came out and they're rubbing it in her face and they're being like, yeah, it's so bad. You should criticize it and just hate watch it. And everyone should have just been like, watch what? It doesn't exist. We should have gaslit the producer herself and say, you didn't make it. There's no
No,
such thing as Velma. And we'd just be
people
like,
have to react. People got to make content for it,
that would have
man.
been
You're
the
making
best
content.
outcome.
You're drawing attention to that shit yourself.
I'm drawing attention to the fact that it was brought in the White House, and I want to take people's eyes off of it. That's the whole point of this. See what I have
What do you?
pulled up is the original Scooby Doo's here.
Yeah.
That's what I want people
Although
to remember. This is
I
what the
got
show
I
was
gotta
about.
say the live action ones were a little
Raunchy.
no, they I think they started this shit, honestly. I think we can trace it back to that because I mean, for fuck's sake, Shaggy fell in love with a girl named Mary Jane. Come on, man.
I don't know why, but everybody seems to have loved those movies.
I actually was kind of creeped out by them, especially the fact that people turned into demons mid island trip or some shit, and then it was all Scrappy Doo's doing.
I
Oh,
never got to
spoilers,
watch it
by the
because
way.
it had the PG rating, so
Oh yeah, that's right. That and the uh the one scene in fucking Wreck-It Ralph, which coincidentally also this lady
Hey,
was in it too.
you don't.
So
Well, that was probably prophesized. Nobody knew her until she decided to be like, I want everybody to hate me. That way, I'll get attention.
yeah,
That's
Belle
all this came down
Delphine
to.
is infamy sometimes solidifies you more than good deeds. I mean, there's a certain H man that people will never forget.
Um, that's one way to make a lot of enemies.
Yes.
Well then,
I'm just saying notoriety that definitely kind of puts you in the cement of people's heads a lot more solidly than opening the door for the nice lady or
this is a no simp zone, Louis. We don't do that. I open the doors for young men and other
you
guys
just
because
like let me easily see that uh,
Bugs Bunny, you got a nice man pussy on you. Don't shit talk. Nah, it stinks. Nice.
slap him on the ass, your hand is all wet.
Oh,
All
jeez.
clammy.
Jesus Christ. All
It's like
right.
slapping someone with a wet towel.
Okay. The point of this stream was to be like, yes, this happened. The White House, for what wanted to just shove the well, look at us in our faces, and I want us to just look away. I want everyone to just look back to what Scooby Doo was. A very talented show that had a lot of reboots and redones because that's how you keep a series going. Is like keeping it fresh and alive. Hell, you got the Seth MacFarlane, I think, Boomerang redo right there.
Wait, what? Seth
Yeah,
MacFarlane was involved in
I think
Scooby?
that's no. There was a Be Cool Scooby Doo was like a flash animation revamp of it that kind of fell under the radar. People didn't like this, but goddamn, people would take this over whatever Velma was.
Yeah. Well, I didn't, like I said, I didn't go out of my way to hate watch it like many people. I was getting ready for work and my uncle was like, "Oh, so and so's right here. Let me put it on. See his opinion of it." And I was like, it made me lose my appetite a little bit because I was like, "Dude, this is genuinely not funny."
Yeah, yeah.
I like laughing at crass and crude stuff, but just like it just I don't know. It felt like it was written by someone that
Had an agenda to just
genuinely no, like genuinely enjoys the jokes on like you call those Laffy Taffy rappers. Like I feel like that's an AI was just taught nothing but Laffy Taffy
an
jokes and
AI could have made something
was
better.
told to write the entire script based off of that previous knowledge. And that's what it shat out and then died.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. AI committed seppuku, and that was the end of that.
It committed Sudoku.
Is it seppuku or sudoku? Can't tell with that freaking language. Can't.
The me
It's like everyone's like, it's Japanese this, Japanese that. I guess at this point, Japan has
Yo,
just destroyed the market of Western animation. I mean, what's left? What's left now? Scooby Doo's
hey,
gone.
we're on that topic actually. Honestly, it's not Japan. We ourselves have ruined it. An oversaturation
Oh,
of stimulus. There's too much happening, way too fast. All this shit. All these younger generations, they're getting lesser and less attention spans to the point where they're going to be like fucking goldfish. They're content in the future 10 years down the road is just going to be a strobe light with just screeching noises and people are going to love it. It's going to win Oscars. Just you fucking watch.
the globe. Like, hey, Billy, I got you this. Who are you? I'm your grandmother. Don't you remember? I lived in the day before TikTok.
TikTok itself will outlive fucking just it's too depressing to even think about, but we're accelerating towards a brick wall.
I think we've smashed it, destroyed it, and now we're accelerating towards another brick wall.
Yeah, could
They're
be.
like big waves of stops. They're just gonna keep our face smashing in and in and in and in.
It's like those like the little iron things at like the end of trains, they're supposed to stop trains, but I don't think they are.
We sure as hell could have used those in East Palestine. Too soon.
What happened in Palestine?
East Palestine, the train derailment in Ohio.
Oh,
Did you hear
that
anything about that?
I heard that. I thought that was Ohio. I didn't think that was Palestine.
No. East Palestine is a city in Ohio.
Really?
Yeah.
Ohio's got some weird ass city names, but I heard it was just Ohio. I haven't. Wait, I think I was in Ohio when I was a kid because there's some relatives, but I was like 4, so I have no recollection of what Ohio even is.
Ohio's just a place where people make memes about being in Ohio.
Now they're making memes about dying of acid rain because of that derailment, right?
Well, what happened is that the government decided to burn all the chemicals that were on board, which were unsafe and unmeasured and caused acid rain because all the chemicals not only went into the air, it all went into the water. Like there are videos of guys taking sticks and like digging into the rivers and you see all this like rainbow stuff come up.
Oof.
It is bad. And the government doesn't want to do anything about it because I think they voted for Trumpy.
So the test sticks you're talking about are pH testers. And that's basically signifying there is a chemical cocktail mix of like it'd be more healthy to probably smoke cigarettes, just a whole mouthful of cigarettes all at once instead of just breathing the air over there probably
It'd
right
probably
now.
be more healthy to look at Velma for more than 5 minutes.
No, nothing's healthier.
Nothing's healthier.
It's
Well,
good for you. It got an award from the White House.
the White
Don't you
House.
know?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I really did.
Yeah.
Now
God, what do you live under a rock? Come on, man. Everyone's talking about it these days.
the gaslighting just is never ending.
Yep.
Okay. I want people to remember what Scooby Doo was and watch that, not this. I want people to just be like, anytime they start going towards another IP that they're going to go after, that's going to need another reboot. Like, they already killed Thundercats. I never watched that. Cat, get out of here, cat.
Thunder, cat! God damn it!
My cat literally almost stepped on the power switch.
Oh, I think that would have been hilarious.
No, like Thundercats, cat.
Thundercats, just the stream cuts.
Oh man, so they're destroying IPs one after another. The next one that's gonna come, it's going to be greenlit. It's going to be destroyed. And when they do that, I don't want everyone to hate watch it. I want people to watch the previous version. I've rewatched the previous version.
It's not in HD though.
Oh my god, Louis, I want to slap your cheeks.
But I make a valid point, don't I?
What, your eyes need the most high K definition?
I'm blind as all fuck, but I can see that people are getting more and more needy and pandered.
This is the message I want to get out there is they're going to attack IPs one after another. Do not hate watch it. Go to the previous version and just enjoy that. They are going to kill each and every new thing because they don't have any ideas, or they do, but they think it's more profitable to destroy it and kill what you love the most.
I'm not too worried. They're bankrupting what was it? Cartoon Network, so all the classics are safe. Although if they dare reboot Courage the Cowardly Dog, there's gonna be riots in the streets, man.
No, there won't. Not a lot of people remember Courage, and B, I don't think they would see it as profitable unless they already killed Powerpuff Girls. Samurai Jack's the only one that survived, but it went to Adult Swim to survive.
Hey, that Adult Swim reboot was pretty good.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic. I like how they were switching between TV 14, TV MA, just ended up being just TV PG. They're like, we're gonna have like tits and all the nudity and blood. It's just Gundy was like, no, I just want to finish the story. That's it. It's like I want to see Samurai Jack's butthole.
I want to see Samurai Fool. And he just
Samurai fool. This guy's dick out.
Aku pulls down Samurai Jack's pants and
Where's
does
the
I don't know,
gi?
mystical. Yeah, he wears gi, huh?
Yeah.
Goddamn weeb.
What?
I gotcha.
I know I may not know a whole lot about Japan culture, but I know my Samurai Jack.
Samurai Fool. Yeah.
Yeah. Freaking Psychic Pebbles animation. Just all fucked looking.
Yeah, see, that's considered good animation, but
Smiley Friends is doing alright, and I hope to see more of it.
I heard there's a second season, and that's something I'd look forward to.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't hate watch that because I actually love the show.
Well, I need to get caught up.
Yeah, they try and make people smile. Sorry, I just ruined all of it for you.
Holy shit! Like all the clips that and all the episodes that were just pirated online.
Hey, I bought the whole season. I supported him,
Well,
and
it's like you
probably
go on
okay.
iFunny and then like a
He pr- he pr-
video.
he probably got like 13 cents as his share, and he's legally obligated not to say that's the case, but that is probably the case.
You got 13 cents from a DVD.
Yeah.
What?
This guy bought $20 worth of your whole show. Here's 13 cents. Go fuck yourself. Networks.
Yeah, but
It's
the
sad.
ad space is probably what's making the money.
They're gonna start like drawing characters with massive foreheads and then just like put in ads in the forehead space.
Kind of like Code Lyoko.
Yes, exactly like that. Actually, just edit Code Lyoko, but put like Geico commercials, like just transpose. And anytime anyone has a forehead exposed,
To those who don't know and are watching right now, Code Lyoko was like a Toonami show that was like was it Japanese anime that was like dubbed over here from
I don't know. You
Toonami?
tell me, you're the weeb.
I'm going to kill you. Code Lyoko. Yep.
It was a dubbed over.
Yeah, this is a show. Like, look how big they made these kids' fucking heads. Look at that noggin. Look how big that it's. It was like this sort of like. I mean, look at this guy, freaking gray alien looking ass heads. It was like
How many?
3D
How many
anime.
advertisements can you get on that forehead? Let's
Probably
see.
at least a full Geico commercial and an Arby's and a Burger King commercial on the bottom right.
The chick definitely. The guy, like, not as much, but yeah, holy fuck.
I don't know who designed it. I think it was Western Animation. And I think it was for Toonami. Yeah. Code Lyoko, French pronunciation. It's a French animated television series.
Huh.
France, what the hell are you doing over there, guys?
They got the fetal alcoholic syndrome.
They're drinking wine everywhere. Oh, let's make a show about our children.
Fucking god.
Jesus. Oh man, but this was on Toonami, and what it was like a series of these kids like in a school, and it had cuts and corners of like animations where you'll have one scene where it plays out, and then they'll somehow rework that same scene. Like if somebody's walking forward, they'll just reuse that. It's a trick animators use to make it look like it, to put in scenes to kind of keep the filler going. So that's like, oh, I need to show a shot of of a guy walking into an elevator, and so I'll just like reuse the same shot.
He's got a trench coat, and that's actually all based in Columbine.
Oh God. Basically, yeah, it's a school that they go in, and they go into the computer world, which is the 3D animation part. So,
and they all play Doom together and then make pipe bombs.
okay. First off, spoilers. Secondly, can't really talk about that.
I just took my water. All right.
Anyway.
Band topics. Just cut that. I don't know. Oh,
It's
wait, this
live, Louie.
We'll do it live.
The band hammer's gonna just smack me like my dad smacked me when I didn't get his beer on time.
Hey, speaking of bad topics, you're not so good either, are you?
Hey, I got the topic I wanted to talk about. This was
All
gonna be like
right.
a short live stream.
Oh, yeah, let's get back on topic on shitting on bad shows.
Well,
And Code Lyoko,
there's a
for
way
its
to.
weird
Okay,
design, was actually okay.
yeah, that's the thing. French animators made Wakfu and a few others that look beautiful now. Animators in France, I don't know what your deal is. Keep doing it because it looks great. Now,
Zone loves your stuff.
the point I wanted to make and kind of go back to it, we have these IPs that are on the chopping block that are going to die. It's their fate is inevitable. Whoever has their hands with them, you do not give them attention. You do not hate watch or hate monger on them because you're just proving these people that hate destroying and killing IPs. That's what's going to get eyes on it now because we're so inept, incompetent at doing anything good with it that we're just going to kill it like killing the goose that lays the golden egg.
Yeah, I mean that Popeye movie reboot that was supposed to happen, they just dropped the ball so hard. Nobody has royalties to it. They pretty much didn't have to pay anyone other than the animators to animate it, and you know the animators don't live off a whole
Yeah,
lot.
Gundy wanted to do that. He made Samurai Jack, and that's
Yeah,
just yeah. I think
just,
it's
e-
like people who have a
entertainment is
vision.
not that good these days anymore. It's just not.
Well, you have people who are just they're on our generation now who are taking control of it, and what do they know? All they know is conforming to the left, or when if they're right, they bow down to just anybody who's stronger than them, or they think is
Left,
stronger.
right.
So yeah, to me, conservatives and liberals, well, they're the same.
Yeah.
And at this point, I think Undead Chronic put it best. It's like the America's a dead, rotting corpse. Conservatives are rooting for the corpse, and the leftists and liberals are rooting for the maggots. They're eating the corpse.
Mm.
I think
Go
that
corpse, go maggots.
go corpse, go maggots. It's basically like, why are we? It's dead. Can we
Hold
move
up,
on?
that
No, my country and all that. I'm like, okay, okay. No, gotta kill those maggots, and it's like that's a never-ending battle.
yeah.
So, new IPs are going to be on the chopping block here soon. Be ready for it. What hasn't been rebooted? Do you know?
Mm, it'd be hilarious if they rebooted like I don't know, something fairly recent like the Minions shit. Like they just redo the
No,
first
no,
movie.
a cartoon series that's been around, like Tom and Jerry. Are they going to reboot Tom and Jerry, and Tom's going to be a black cat?
I mean, he didn't really talk, so
Looney Tunes.
okay, yeah, Looney Tunes. So they did reboot Looney Tunes.
That
Hell,
was back in 2010 and
they
12.
even rebooted what was it? Fucking Space Jam,
Oh
and
yeah, that's right, Space Jam. That's the thing. I
I
forgot the
that flew
second.
under the radar because I didn't even bother watching it.
All I know is that they put him into the multiverse game, Smash Brothers knockoff. That's crap. And
All I
they
know is
got
that they
rid of.
started drawing Lola Bunny differently in all the
Oh
funny
my
shows.
god. Oh no, Lola's not a sex icon. Oh no.
Goddamn Bunny
No, get it?
Cleopatra.
I get it. I'm being a prestigious asshole, but it's just like just brought out all
Hey,
the furries is what annoyed me.
the one guy that had that reverse image search that pulled up nothing
You mean
is
the
is going to be
4chan?
devastated. Yeah, that one guy is going to be devastated, man. That was the sole point of
Hey
existence.
B, guess what I'm doing tonight? Just a whole closet filled with nothing but all the
No,
various sizes of Lola Bunny dolls from
it
the.
was his entire room. It wasn't just the closet.
It
It
was
was
the entire.
spilling out. He
My
had a room
the
dedicated.
second chat, the second response is just like reverse image search. Zero
Zero.
results found in the pictures of the guy like horrified.
There's
I
people.
gotta, I gotta find it. Hold up.
There's people that live like that, and you know what? That's their whole purpose in life. If you don't respect that, you're going to get psychopaths, and that's how you create just like I don't know discourse in the world, man. There's all these bad vibes floating around, and we just we need our closet full of Lola bunnies.
This is what we're talking about. For
Uh,
everyone that's watching, this is what we're talking about. Guess what I'm doing tonight, CO? Reverse image.
Honestly, though, I think
Zero.
that is on the level of horrifying with the quality of production with VELMA. It is.
What? Because they didn't give Lolo Bunny tits?
No, I'm talking about that dude's lifestyle. Oh
So
god, it
you're
pulled up
telling
on the
me if
screen.
we don't help these guys get their shit, they're gonna go out there. I that's a good reason, yeah. Even the design for Velma is like cute in a weird, stupid way, but her personality just ruins it. The design for Velma, personally,
Yeah, let's look at it from an art standpoint, other than writing.
right, right.
Let's throw writing out the window and just dissect the character designs for the reboots. The fact that they
Oh, Jesus Christ, Bean is horny. Jesus
yeah,
Christ, Bean.
Bean is late. Oh yeah, B-I-N-G
Yeah, it's
B-I-N-G-O.
just like, come on.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know that meme about on Google, you're like, how do I make
Look,
dynamite? And then it's like Minecraft recipes, and then when you look it up on Bing, it actually gives you that shit, and you're like, oh, what the
people
fuck?
are adapting the CalArts sort of style to simplify animations as a profit margin. It's not a design choice to look appealing. The simplicities of animations and tweening is to save money. That is it. There's no, hey, this is a design choice because I felt no. You're cutting corners because you don't want to put in the money. You
Oh,
want to put in filters and color design to make it look like it's good. But if I
hey,
remove the
that
filters, it would
on
look
screen,
basic.
she looks like she has a mustache. Like she should be like,
Right, that's the Cal Arts where the lips kind of go like a half circle mustache looking on top and then like a full underneath. When it's
oh,
closed, it looks like a butthole.
wait, that kind of reminds me of Kim Possible almost a little bit, the mouth style.
Well, Kim Possible had like a small one, yeah, but
Yeah,
she had
but
the chin. It's yeah,
no,
things look like
it very much actually looks like a ripoff of Kim Possible. Now I'm thinking about it.
well, no, it's just how you do lips, Louis. I can make your lips look like that. Give you nice BJ lips.
Blah.
What? The first thing he does, blah, blah, oh. Now, back to the
So,
point. It's like when she's happy, it looks like the design's better. But when she's got this attitude and personality, it makes me want to throw up screwdrivers out of my mouth.
um, I think that was the intent. I
Right,
don't
right.
know.
You can have a character design that's like a complete different sort of thing. Like a different, like, oh, this person's design is completely different. But if it doesn't work, you've just insulted the medium, even more. I mean,
I
look at
feel like
this.
the core thing that got a lot of people upset is they just decided to change, and it'd be fine if they named it anything else, but they've taken a well-established VIP like IP and just rearranged the design on every single character. Shaggy isn't even Shaggy; it's some dude named what was his, they renamed him.
Uh, Obama? I don't know.
No, no, I'm actually being serious and critiquing this shit. Like they
Okay.
actually did. They changed his name to like not even be Shaggy. It's called was it start with an R, I
Fillmore?
think?
Fillmore? I think it's
Maybe
Fillmore.
start with or was it an F? Shoot, I don't remember. See,
I think it was Fillmore.
it
But
it's it they take it's supposed to be an iconic like you can tell by the silhouette. I cannot even tell you his name. Fred, yeah, you can know Fred, you can know Daphne, but they just straight up remove Shaggy from the picture. Scooby isn't even a thing in this, and it's supposed to be a Scooby Doo spin-off. So fundamentally, two things already wrong. All right, let's get the white elephant out of the room. Why is it okay to change the ethnicity right out the window and then just say, "Oh, yeah, but if you question it, you're the bad person." Like, no, why even change this?
it's to set the agenda that black people are superior.
No, it's not even superiority, it's not inferiority. It's just straight up why change it? Give me a good reason why. Why make it a spin-off and then just say,
In their
"This
head,
is Velma," and it's like, "That's not the Velma I knew."
right, right.
No,
In
but
their head,
this is Velma.
they have to have superiority because of all the oppression, the imaginary oppression in their own heads. that
Yeah.
if white characters are not blackified in some way or another, then the world is doomed. That's the
How
kind of
so?
mentality these people have. Right? You use those
No
logic
one's going
actions.
around and taking all the Wakanda stuff and making them white. No one's doing that.
If we did, we'd be what? Called what? We would be destroyed online if people did that. You know, that's funny. That
Then
brings up
why is it
a.
okay the reverse? Why is the reverse okay?
I'm glad you brought that up. There was an incident that happened to a couple of artists, I think one artist who was taken.
There's gender bending if they're race swapping characters. Then why can't we have Steven Universe Asian and shit?
Well,
Or
I was going to get to that. Steven Universe, they were having this huge controversy on some artists who were making Kanye white with like blonde hair instead of the reverse of what her, character design was. And
oh, I thought you said they put Kanye West in that and was like, holy shit, I would watch that now.
Kanye West as Kanye. Steven Universe's love
Hey,
as Kanye West.
quick, pull up Kanye West Steven Universe to see what pops up on Google.
God. Steven Universe.
I really hope someone just photoshopped. Like,
Nothing's coming up. There's this just bear that looks like him.
oh, yeah, that was actually probably his.
The
Well,
fuck is this shit?
would it be his OC? I don't know. It was always on his album art for his shit. Like, I actually grew up listening to his music, like Good
I
Life and all that.
yeah. I think they referenced him, MC Bear or something like that.
Yeah. And then just all of a sudden things got more blown out of proportion. He got into politics. Hell, he ran for president twice,
What
I
is
think.
this? Drawception? When does Steven Universe go to school? Ew, Kanye West? What is this crap?
Wait, you gotta show it
I
up.
put it on stream.
There is like a 20-second delay.
I know, so just wait for it.
Alright.
This is like Drawception, Kanye West, and Steven Universe. I don't understand.
Just got to like the Kanye bear in the show, I guess. I don't know.
I don't. What is this? Drawception? What the fuck is Drawception?
I don't know. We need to just start putting Kanye into things.
Well, apparently he's back, and he says he likes Baker Boys again.
It's like they brainwashed him.
No, we can't do that, Louis.
They psyoped him.
They probably did, to be honest.
Mm.
Or maybe they cloned him, and this is like Kanye 2.5 because the other versions were really whack. Poor guy.
Just have a Kanye clone. No, that kind of falls. Yeah, that's going down a topic I don't want to talk about.
Yeah. Apparently, the reason is because he watched 21 Jump Street, and he's like, yeah, I guess I need to change my mind on that.
21 Jump Street. Oh, like was it such a good show? He's like, yeah, cool, or some shit. I don't know.
Sounds good. Gregos, I'm just
I'm
calling
not
back.
seeing the drawception yet.
Do you have it paused? Do you not have it live stream?
It's on live.
You're live.
You're. No.
Don't give me that. Okay. I'm gonna kind of revamp our. We're gonna just recap everything.
It was just me rambling.
Yeah, don't hate watch IPs that are on the guillotine to be destroyed. Don't give it the time of day. Don't acknowledge it if you want it to just actually suffer. If you actually want these things to be punished, you don't talk about them. You just talk about the older IPs that made you giggle, and
we don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Velma. We're done talking about Velma. We need to move on, because if not, we'll have it in our way. Something in the way. Ooh.
Those eyes, man.
I know.
They just look into your soul.
Fucking, you had me draw my character with that fucking expression of soullessness.
I love that meme so much. I looked up the origin of it, and it was just some dude that I don't know, it had some Latin language, or was it Portuguese? I couldn't
My
understand
name
it.
is Cheeky. Cheeky, Cheeky, Cheeky. Yeah, I know. I think I.
He cosplayed as the Sonic Boom characters and made himself Dr. Eggman, but he hired 3 midgets and painted them to look like Sonic characters and ran around in public with them. uh,
If anybody's tried to
the thing
tried to.
is, what?
Excuse me. This
Yeah.
cringe shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm putting it on the stream for the viewers.
The viewers.
Would this be class? Did he pay him
Did he pay who?
the
Oh yeah.
midgets?
Yeah, he did. He did. He commissioned them, and well, like I said, I don't speak the language, but yes, he definitely paid them, and you can tell like
Thanks.
the blue guy was just super happy about the whole thing, and the red guy was just kind of, well, just honestly losing his mind, but the yellow guy was just not happy the whole time. He was not having it. You
He
can
looks
tell.
like he's suffering from PTSD every
Like
shot he looks at.
look at their body language. The blue guy is like getting into it, whereas like I should actually
I
just
don't
call
want to
them by
get
their character
copyright
names.
striked with the music, so I'm like pausing it every now and then.
All right. All right. I'm just gonna call them by their character names like Chicky, Lala, and Boom Boom. Oh man.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
And the thing is, the
Isn't it like content farming where you purposely do titles and stuff like that, and just it's like waving keys in front of the algorithm in order to get like picked up with views?
you mean like that infamous example of Spider-Man and Elsa?
Oh yeah, it's a whole thing called Elsa Gate, and actually it's a whole horrible controversy that happened.
Yeah.
I would
I still
recommend
have I have 2 keys on my ring that are Spider-Man themed and Elsa like Frozen themed.
No Venom.
No, no, that lanyard broke. I have a Garfield lanyard now.
Garfield's the new Velma. Oh yeah,
No.
Garfield would be a title that would come out. You're a big fan of Garfield.
I
Garfield.
yes.
So what would happen if Garfield was just a black guy in a orange cat costume?
Dude, I would especially if it was Kanye West, I would watch the
If it
shit
was
out of
Kanye
that.
West in a Garfield outfit, I
Dude,
like your lasagna,
dude,
like
I
what
would
my
love that.
mama made me today.
There's an actual dog. He just punts it off the table. Fuck this dog.
Fuck this dog. Kim, where the fuck's the hot tub? Takes the dog. I need my lasagna, Kim. Where's my dog?
They got divorced, man. Come
I
on, don't
know.
you follow the Kanye lore?
He just shows up at the Kim Kardashian's house with a cat, Garfield outfit.
Yeah.
Look,
No.
to anybody,
They did all right with the Garfield adaptation. Bill Murray was in the.
the live action.
Yeah. Okay. No, not really live action. They didn't have a guy in a Garfield costume, but
That's what it should have been.
just Bill Murray in just a fursuit.
Yes, that would have been awesome.
We all know deep down in Bill Murray's heart, if that was the case, he would have negotiated in his contract to keep that fursuit.
Yeah.
He would use that shit in public. He's just that kind of
Well, I'm
person.
thinking it's not just like a full costume with like a Garfield head. It's like cut with his face just poking through with the ears.
Oh, you mean kind of like that Sonic Boom unfortunate video?
Yeah, the guy with the assless chaps Sonic who just has his ass cheeks hanging out with like the face, like his face is sticking through like the costume, like that.
I'm so
Garfield.
fast. that guy.
Yeah, that guy. But just Bill Murray in a Garfield outfit with his
Cut out
face
the
sticking out.
ass. Why did he cut out the ass?
That's a insanity on another level. But to be honest, I wanted to go back to a point where it's like, look, we don't hate Kanye at all. Actually, we hope he's doing okay.
Hey, I voted for him. I will proudly say that.
I haven't voted in my life, and I don't plan to.
You goddamn commie.
Because I didn't vote for Kanye. You're right. I should have. Voted for Kanye. I'll still vote for
Yes.
him. Why not?
Do it.
It's gonna be Saints Row 4 up in here.
Yes. I would love that.
Hell yeah.
Can you just imagine who would be his vice president though?
Probably just
I,
Keith David, like in the game. You were
I
vice president in Saints Row 4, so you're my vice president now.
No, I would actually like it if like Dwayne the Rock Johnson was his vice president. It would just be like an action movie all the time. No.
Dude.
I mean, vice president doesn't have to do anything. I mean, look at our current president in the Obama days. Can you name just two things that you can clearly remember without googling anything that Biden did the whole time Obama was president?
Yes, made
Wasn't it
deals in
like
China
8 years?
and embezzled the Ukraine with his son.
Okay, are those good things that
No, you
were
just said
good for
name two
us?
things.
Yes.
You didn't say
Okay,
if they were good or bad.
no, what I'm saying is to most people, that's not memorable shit. You know, people normally would be like, yeah, I remember, let's see, Dick Cheney. Okay, Dick Cheney's not a good thing
He
because the only
shot
thing
and
people
killed
are,
somebody, got away with
yeah,
it.
he got away with attempted murder with a
Didn't he actually
shotgun.
kill him?
No, the guy survived because it was just birdshot.
That was so long ago.
Yeah. Okay. Actually don't know any other vice presidents. That's how.
I just remember the Robot Chicken parody off of Iron Man with
Dude,
making
I
fun of
can't
the
even
chicken.
tell you two things that I can even think of that Kamala Harris did, and I just don't follow politics, so
Oh, again.
I I don't know anything she's done. It's just vice presidents. They're just
She literally
kind of
sucked dick
there.
to get into her police position and then withheld evidence against innocent
Here,
men.
let's even be like non-biased. Mike Pence. I still don't. I have not seen or heard a single thing other than the memes about him electrocuting people. I guess that's it. Like I cannot even fathom or remember a single thing or hear anyone say anything he did. It's just
No, Trump
how
took the spotlight, which he did gracefully, I would say. Not that I am a huge fan of Trump, to be honest. There's a lot of stuff he fumbled.
spoken like
There
a
were
fan
some
of
things.
Trump.
Well, yeah, I get. You got me there actually.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
that's
that
what
did.
all the people who are fans of Trump are saying. I was just like, I wasn't a big fan of him. There were a lot of things that got done wrong that I would have liked him to see do better. And
I'll
then
give credit where it's due. The memes are hilarious. Although Saturday Night Live became fucking shitty for those years because it was the small hands jokes were pretty funny for like a week and then they were
dude,
just
freaking
over fucking played.
Lyle McDouchebag made that joke early, and that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen on the source
Yeah,
filmmaker side
yeah.
of things.
Uh,
The
I'm saying
Trumby.
that they beat that dead horse for 4 fucking years.
They're still
Eh,
doing it.
yeah, they just can't let it go.
They
Can't.
need him to be like, what would satiate these psychopaths? Having him like
If anything,
crucified in
they're
middle New
doing
York,
this. They're doing the same shit with the Velma show. They're hate watching that.
right? And look how miserable people become. It's like when you know something you don't like is being just destroyed and killed. The opposite of to negate it is to go and just be what's the word? It's not indifferent.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this version of Scooby Doo. I enjoyed this version of Thundercats. I enjoyed this version. I'm gonna watch that instead, and I'm not gonna
Yeah.
give this thing another thought. I'm not even gonna spin in its direction. It is nothing. It doesn't even exist. And then the person who put all their hours and time and writing and drawing, they're gonna be like, nobody's watching it. All this time wasted. Why are we doing this? Maybe we should make something good instead. No, they'll actually just be like, you should watch it or you're a bigot. Oh, you should watch it
No.
or you're sexist.
Hey. No, that's just a recent thing. Back in the day, you remember that show Ghost Stories?
Yeah, you
And
were telling me
how
you were
like
watching the dub of it.
yeah, they it flopped so hard in Japan, the country of origin, but they already had shelled out for the dub of it, and they're like, you know what? Have at it. We don't give a crap. It's not gonna sell well, and it became just a. Yeah, sorry, I thought I got cut out there. I don't know. My
No,
headset
you're
was
coming. You're
dying.
coming through fine, and your character's still reacting as you're talking. But ghost stories. Louis? Louis is kill. Okay, now we can't hear you. Are you muted? Okay. I think we lost Louis. I think he was going to talk about Ghost Story, which I think we'll save for another time. But we're dealing with the now of society where everything's on the chopping block to be sacrificed. Basically, things just never change when it comes to advancement in human society. There's always going to be these sacrifices to something to in order to get like the most out of it that these psychopaths will do because they can't admit that they shouldn't be where they are because of the no talent that they created or worked hard for to achieve. You can have talent in something that you enjoy. You can build on that talent too if you really enjoy it. And hard work shows. Hard work also shows how much you're willing to destroy something and just it takes a lot of hard work to just take a huge sledgehammer to support beams in a big tower. Yeah, it takes a lot of work to destroy it. Now it's in free fall. And
I just had a very, very TV show, like reality TV show moment, I guess.
oh
Or
boy.
I guess it would be a sitcom thing. Like as soon as I plugged in my headphones, because I heard like the sound of it dying, I'm like, oh, did I save it? And that's when I talked to you. My headset powered off, and so I gave this whole hearty speech about how artists are boxing themselves in with politics, and I look and I see your chat talking, and I'm like, oh shit! And I power up my headset, and then you start talking.
Well, I would agree that artists are willingly putting themselves in boxes because the animators and talent drawers and storyboard artists and all that make an animation studio work are all bending the knee because they think this is all they can do. This is I have to say yes to these psychotic people in these producer chairs that don't know anything about a cartoon. It's like you can leave and
No. And
I
here's the
know it would
thing.
be hard. It would be very difficult to leave your job, especially if you're passionate about animation. I understand. You
No,
know,
everyone that has been memorable in animation has been pioneers of it because they've taken a risk. They've said, let's try something different. Walt Disney, there
right?
was probably countless naysayers. There was what was his name? The fucking trying to remember his name. The one that did like My Neighbor Totoro and all those, you know?
Miyazaki.
Yeah, see, you weeb.
Ah,
Ah, I got you there.
oh, I'm sorry. I had to remember something that all the kids that I knew when wanted to watch, and I never found it interesting. How's movie Castle? A castle that moves? How ridiculous! Oh,
Hey, I still need to watch The Cat Returns, man. Don't spoil that shit.
what? I didn't even see that. Look, the only reason I know about these shows in Miyazaki is because my ex's kids would watch that all the time. So
Oh, yeah. It's it's good. It's good art.
yeah, it's
Definitely expressive.
phenomenal art when it wasn't all about fan service and boobies and all that, which is still nice. Not gonna say that's bad. I'm just saying I would love to see the scenery sometimes. I'd like to see a good story. I'd like to see good food being animated. The way
Dude, they
they
they got
animated.
some good food ones too
Oh
these
yeah.
days, man.
Well, that's I
Makes
guess
me
I
feel
just
like
have to
a
say I
badass.
think everything's just kind of overly saturated. Anime has its own problems. I'm not gonna
Oh yeah, there's a lot of boxes that goes into. They have their own shtick. Ours is
right.
just entertainment's become political, way too fast. Don't know why. I don't necessarily enjoy it, and I don't really care for it. I just want to enjoy, well, really just things that are entertaining. And hearing someone's opinions, ironically, this is what we're doing now, I guess, right?
Yeah, I guess so. We're in that box now. And I
Oh,
think I just because I've seen so much that I'm like, you know what? I just want to sit down and talk about it and just have anybody that's willing to listen because I think I have some points that might help somebody see a different perspective.
no.
I am leaving out a huge controversy with the actress who sexually assaulted men on stage and stuff like that. and got away with it and bragged about it on I think a night show.
Wow.
So
Imagine if someone did that and but flip the script.
exactly, just Harvey Weinsteined him, and he's just beheaded live on stage. So it's I am also leaving that out. So the person who produced this was probably a nightmare to work with in the animation studio. Those kinds of
Yeah.
people do not leave good reputation, and I think all the people under her are too afraid to stick up for themselves. To be like, we don't want to make this show, or they're just as insane as they are, because
Yeah, I
artsy
was
people are
actually
like
gonna
that.
say the quality animation didn't really seem like it was all that good, so made me kind of think the whole thing was just kind of built in an echo chamber of people jacking some themselves off to think it was good.
Right, tweening and frame by frame, it's to save money. That's all it is. If you make it look good like Rick and Morty, you don't notice it. It looks fluid. It looks good, but it's still tween. Tween is a like puppeteering sort of like movement that you see versus frame by frame, which is like a transitional on a microcosm level where you
Well,
see the
Rick and Morty
movement.
gets a pass because they include a lot of effects to it. There's a lot of laser blasts, there's a lot of explosions, there's a
It's
lot of
yeah.
visceral stuff. So they get away with the more simplistic movement because they get to focus on the more eye-popping, more eye-catchy sort of effects.
Right. It's like you can make tween or any sort of animation. I mean, look at Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's basically Photoshop with PNG images online as backdrops and shit and props. That's all
Yeah, but
Aqua
that
Teen is, but
actually
it's
had good
funny.
script. Yeah, it had actually had good writing.
What you're
This
lacking
this
in, you
did
could
not.
probably put those points into something that would make it really good. You don't have a good animation budget. It's really choppy. It's really bad. Well, why don't we focus all our attention on the writing and the characters and the voice actors and make something that would probably be a lot better if we can't get the theme we're lacking?
Yeah, if your budget for animation is shit, write your ass off and make that shit good and interesting.
Yeah, just don't be 1 ounce mouse.
1 ounce mouse?
Exactly.
I have no idea what the fuck that
Talk
is.
about somebody who's trying to ride the horse of, oh, just because it's bad and I have something that sounds funny, I can get away with it. Ugh.
I'm gonna look it up. One
All
ounce
right.
mouse.
He looks it up, and I'm just like, I need to give it to the people on the stream so they see it, because we have a few people who've dropped in. So I
Uh,
appreciate everyone who's dropped in and listen to us ramble
there's
on.
something called 12-ounce mouse, and is that an actual Adult Swim show?
Yeah,
It's
12
literally
ounce
just
mouse.
that reminds me of what the fuck was it called? Home Movies. I wasn't really a fan of that on Adult Swim
Home
either.
movies had onion skinning that at least showed some movement, but this
Well,
is
no, it like the plot wasn't interesting. It was literally just people talking like this in a monotone voice
it
the
was
whole time.
what's the guy who does Archer and Bob's Burgers? What's the name of that guy?
Oh, shoot, I don't know, but he did
Benjamin.
those.
Yeah, Benjamin. I sound like this, and I talk over and over, and that's the only thing I use my voice for. You get this. You want ants? This is how you get ants. And he's fine. You know,
I'm munching the 1 ounce mouse. That's literally it.
basically that's the animation. Do you
It must
think, Louis? You
that looks like a 5-year-old animated that in like on their mom's MacBook.
yeah. Basically, that's you made a better picture of like two dicks fighting each other at dawn, sword fighting at dawn. That
Hey man, that is a lost relic.
lost relic.
Well, I gave that to my uncle and he put it in his storage unit and that got stolen. And I don't know who the fuck just steals a painting like that. I mean, it did have a frame, but
Okay, could you describe to the viewers what it is? Because this sounds
well,
glorious.
if it goes back into our past, it was just we were hanging out and you were kind of a little down in the dumps and you're like, hey, let's just draw something. And I was thinking, I don't know how to draw. And you're just like, just sketch whatever the hell you want. And so I grabbed it and I thought, what would Bob Ross do? And so I started drawing a mountain sunscape. And then I thought, this is kind of boring. And so I just draw two dicks, one circumcised, one uncircumcised. I kind of guessed what Well, you'll have to guess on which one it is. I'm not going to tell you if I'm cut or not. But
Let's just say you don't need a sleeping bag when you go out camping.
hey man, my Skittle storage is my own. Anyways, I drew him like just almost
Why do you
touching,
think I
like
gave
like
you a
there's a
hoodie?
dramatic scene. Oh yeah, that's symbolism right there. And you were just trying to sketch me and be all like, haha, I'm an artist. Let's show this off. And I just remember you were trying to like one up me, and then I just throw that at you, and you just lost your shit.
You and
'Cause
Bottle Cap were drawing dicks while I was trying to actually draw characters and get ideas. The first thing you guys do is draw a bunch of phallic. God damn! I thought
Hey,
this was.
mine
You know
mine
what?
was classy and artsy. You
It
gotta
was
admit,
too
I
good. You did shading. The veins were there. The hair was there. I'm like, why? It was
don't
like a
forget the
scene out
ball
of
wrinkles.
Super Bad, basically. So like the guy who's like
Actually,
obsessed with drawing
yes.
dicks. So
Is
you
that
know what?
inspiration for
If
it?
you sold that to like an art collector, he probably would have like paid you millions for
No,
it.
no. Here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing: is that my uncle wanted it so bad, and he framed it. And if someone stole it, it's literally like an art, just like an art thief, just like went off in an escapade. So either
Like
that's
the
in some
Mona
sort of.
Lisa.
So I'd like to imagine there's some sort of fucking crack den after they like sold that, like through some weird chain of events, and then there's like cops that go and bust it, and they're looking at all the stolen possessions, and they just see this just overly complex dick drawing, and they have to think, why did one of these crack artists, why did one of these drug addicts have such good talent in drawing and decided to waste their life with degeneracy in drugs?
I'm clipping this part and putting it as a
Uh,
short.
oh
Louis'
no.
infamous dick drawings are somewhere out in the land of Utah somewhere. I was gonna say it's gonna be
Gotta
like
be one of the
this
sketchy places like
deep
fucking
description
Magna.
of how Western people's dicks are represented by the by the cut, and the Eastern people are represented. And they're about to touch tips.
They're about to cross swords. I mean, I called it sword fighting at dawn, so it was pretty fucking funny.
It's out there somewhere. What? Hopefully, it's hanging up in a nice house with like kids and a family with a dog and a cat. And the
You
guy's
do
smoking a
realize it's
pipe.
probably in some sort of like pimp's crack den, and it's just sitting there like, I paid $20 for that, and this dude also gave me his gold teeth for it as well. I don't fucking know, but just
What would happen? Did you sign it?
no, no, dude. You're not
Oh.
gonna. It's probably
What if
true.
it like increased in value from all this trading? People just like put it up this like obscene amount of value, and then somewhere in like 60 years they're gonna find the artist who drew it and it's ending up in a museum worth millions, and you're just like,
It.
penis, and then die.
I mean, I would have no way to prove it, but if I ended up going to the fucking Louvre or whatever, the place with the Mona Lisa, and I just see my cock drawing, I'm fucking taking that home. Like, I'll be like, look, my fingerprints are on this bullshit. Actually, by the time that journey ends, it's probably those oils are long gone.
Well, we can only hope. Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in and listening to us go from talking about society and where cartoons and IPs are headed towards to dick drawings with Louis.
Hey,
So,
hey, we ended it. We started it with art, and we ended it with art, and it was about the same quality of professionalism.
you know what? There's no argument there. Louis
No,
McGrath, thank you for joining the Citrus events. We'll have you on another time if you're up for it. But
yeah.
in the meantime, y'all stay frosty out there. Take care and have a good one.
Yes.